Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's Coupe and I'm back and I'm bringing you another episode of League of Legends as Wukong. Yes, I know it's another one as Wukong, but that's because I like the guy so much. He's my main man. He's my old faithful Wukong. Okay, I sped up parts of this gameplay, kind of like boring parts that like either I'm not doing anything or there's no action and there's nothing to explain in the gameplay. But first thing I want to talk about is I had a game where most of my games are, on average, I go like 15 and 10. So like I'm 1.5, I'd say, on average. Although there's no stats until you start playing ranked. But this is a perfect 2v1 scenario. When you're playing with a jungler, usually one person goes top lane by himself, one person goes middle lane by himself, and two people go bottom, and then you have the one person in the jungle. Now the whole purpose of the jungle is to for him to gather buffs by killing the monsters that are in the jungle, and then come in and attack and help you attack to help you push your lane, and then he goes back in the jungle, and then or whatnot. Or if you're need help and you're really low on health and you need to go back to spawn, he'll come and cover your lane until you get back. So this is a 2v1 scenario. This is where basically what you want to do is you want to not at all get too close into battle. Sometimes I can take on 2v1 and kill both of them if I have my ultimate and they think that they can like attack me in the middle of my ultimate. But it does too much damage. And the greatest thing about doing a 2v1 is because when minions die around you, the experience, I get the full experience of the minions dying. And when the minions die around them, they're sharing the experience. Right, so the same amount of experience goes for each minion, but I'm taking all the experience and they're splitting it up. And so I'm gonna rank up faster. I'm gonna get to my ultimate before they will, and then once I get to my ultimate, I can take two of them on. So in a 2v1 scenario, what you want to do is you always want to stay behind your minions. If they start getting close and they start attacking you, you have to fall back. You have to just, you know, stay out of range. The only reason why my character is really good at leaping in, attacking somebody, doing my two-hit combo, which is my lunge attack and then my power attack, and then I leave my clone and I get out, and they just sit there and attack it every time. It's funny how many times people do it. But later on, when I start playing ranked, people, or later on in the game actually, when I'm running away from people and I use my clone, they usually just run right through it. So I've had to use other tactics when I'm using my clone. But in the game, you'll see me use my clone and able to, right there, I was able to flash through them. And then one thing I actually learned, you can flash through walls. Now flash is one of the summoning spells that you get to pick. You get to pick 2 out of the 10 or 12 that there are. And every character gets to pick 2 out of the same bunch. And Flash is one of those ones where it lunges you, teleports you, basically teleports you like, you know, let's say 10 meters in the direction that you're going. But and it doesn't matter if there's anything in the way. If you can get, that distance, if you can get and land on the other side of that distance, you can use it to teleport through walls, which is really cool. So if you're like in their base and you're trapped between the two towers, which I am at some point in this game, and I'll try and remember to bring it up. I didn't use my flash because I could have actually flashed on the other side of the wall and then just got out that way. But you know, you learn, you live and you learn. And this is why I take him on. It's a 1v1 scenario, but I've got my ultimate, and I'm pretty sure he's still like level 5 or level 4, and I'm level 7, so I think he's level 5. I'm going back, and my jungler comes in and covers my lane until I get back. That's pretty much what they're there for. You have to type it in, and you can't see the chat, but you know, there's a lot of like typing going on, and you can use your pings, and how you ping is you press down on the V button or the G button, and you press it down, and then you hold down on your left mouse button on either where you are in the main screen or on the mini-map, and you click there, and when you're holding down on the mouse pad, 4 options come up. One is assist me, one is enemy missing, one is I'm going here, like I'm heading into I'm heading to this location, and there is a fourth one which I can't remember, but they're all helpful and they're easier than typing in. So what you do is you ping, and I'm pretty sure at this point I don't know that the enemy's in the bush. So he was waiting to hook me in, and then they shoot me over him too. But again, my ultimate's back up, and I'm pretty sure I get one. And I think I die here. Oh, he turret dives me, I'm pretty sure. No. Maybe he does. I think he does. I think he turret dives me. And what turret diving is a term for when you risk dying or risk taking damage from the turret to kill an enemy that's near death. Like, I'm near death, so I run away, and I figure if I don't attack him, he's just gonna hook me in and kill me. But if I attack him under the turret and do as much damage as I can with my 2-hit combo, it's like really hard to do anything about. You're just gonna take it. He was able to withstand the damage that I was gonna do him, but the turret was gonna finish him off. So I knew that if I did my combo, I was gonna be able to finish him off. I could have possibly actually, if I had my clone up, I'm not quite sure. I could have used my clone and then went to a different direction, and then while my clone is spinning out, that does damage to him, and then, you know, maybe we finished him off. I might have been able to actually use a tactic to actually finish him off and not die, but it didn't happen. I do die a couple of times. I think this is... I die 3 times in this game, and it's like right at the beginning of the match. I guess this isn't it. I must have survived this. I have the health pots, which I pop them like they're ecstasy pills. I'm just kidding. I don't do ecstasy. I don't do any drugs, actually. I don't even like taking Tylenol, to be honest with you. If I have a headache, I just drink water. And if I have like body pains, I just deal with it. So yeah, so in a 2v1 scenario, you want to stay behind your minions, and if they're gonna fight you, you're gonna make sure that they fight you underneath the turret. And if they fight you underneath the turret, there's a good chance that they're gonna die. Maybe if both of them attack you, they might get you, but at the same time, they're definitely gonna die. And if you do more damage to a champion and the turret actually lands the last blow to kill them, you still get the kill for it. You get the kill for it. Except for when you're doing it, I think I die here too. Yeah, I did. So I think that is my second or third death. Second. That's my second death. But in a 2v1 scenario, I think I'm 4-2 at this moment, so I'm doing really well. I'm ranking up faster. The downside is that when you kill an enemy, you get gold depending on how many kills they've gotten. And if you get a kill streak, there's like there's a bounty. And I think if you get like 4 or 5 in a row, there's like a 500 gold piece bounty on your head. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes it gets out, and this is where I clone and flash. So I'm pretty much out of range of anything he can do with my clone and flash. It's such a good tactic to get in and get out. I'm popping health pots at the moment, so my health is generating naturally, because your health regenerates naturally, and the health pot actually makes me regenerate naturally as well. I wanted to go back in and fight, but I don't have any way of restraining him from going towards his turret, and I'm not going to attack him under the turret because my health was too low. I think I did there because I wasn't at risk of getting taken hits from the turret. For some reason, my champion, my teammate, there we go, he's going to get out. I think he's leaving now. Yeah, that's good. He's teleporting back. He was just trying to help me with my lane, possibly help me. Okay. The only thing that sucks about the clone is the turret doesn't attack the clone. The turret, unless it's the only thing underneath the turret. But if the turret targets you, and then you try and clone out, the turret will continue to target you. It won't attack the clone, which sucks. I wish it would, because then that'd be a perfect way to get in and get out. I think it would actually make this character a little bit more overpowered, because you'd be able to turret dive and get away from it pretty clean. And it would make this character more chosen, and you'd be probably going up against them a lot more. But luckily, it's it's like 1 out of every 30 games I play to 50 games I play, I have to worry about somebody else trying to pick them. It's like so rare. I have been experimenting with different characters, but like I said before, I don't really have any beast gameplay with a different character, especially in 5v5. I've played some different characters in 5v5, and because I don't know the character well enough, I don't know its tactics, and I don't have a lot of muscle memory as far as that character goes, then I just end up getting either even or getting stomped out. So, and the higher you play, the more levels you play, the higher rank you're playing, the more people you're playing at your level. So I'm going to end up playing people higher level, and if I'm playing with somebody new that I have no clue, I'm just going to get stomped out. But when I was trying new characters at the beginning, I was actually doing okay. But, you know, once you rank up, then you're going to be playing against better players. Because this game has a matchmaking system. And I've heard people say that there's no matchmaking system once you hit level 30. It's just you play with people that are all level 30, but that's actually incorrect. A buddy of mine who's been playing the game for years, who actually tried to get me into it a couple years ago, he told me about how the fact that there's do I use my ultimate, or am I just trying to basic attack him? I don't like using my ultimate when it's a 2v1 in my favor. I only like using my ultimate when it's a 1v1, or I'm going into the battle and attacking more than one person. Like if sometimes when you have a group fight, I think I die here. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. I used the lunge towards him to get past him, but that character singed. What he does is he leaves, he thought he was going to get away. It would have been pretty funny if he did, but he didn't. Singed, what he does is he leaves a trail of like stank. He like farts up and farts up a storm, and you know, if you run behind him, you get hit with this damage, and what it's like a poison, so it slowly drains your life. So it's not like an instant hit, and you just every time you're in it, you take the damage. Even if you leave it, if you've taken some of that damage from Singed, he automatically it drains your life a little bit. It also depends on the level that he's at and the things that he's purchased to upgrade it to make it more powerful and whatnot. So I'm back in my lane. I lost my turret, but that's because me and my jungling champion both got killed. So that was my 3rd death. So that's my last death of the game. So I think I'm 6-3 right now, and I end up going 16-3. So I think I get the next. I know actually I get the next 10 kills in the game. Well, I get 10 more. I don't get the next 10, but I get 10 more before the end of the game, and it's another win scenario. And at this point, I think I didn't speed up anymore because of the fact that there's always something going on. These are the golems. What they do is they give you a little bit of health back, and they give you gold for depending on for killing them. But when you're jungling, what a lot of people don't know is they always try and kill them, because they're the most difficult to kill. They're actually not worth it when you're jungling until you're at least level like 7 or 8, possibly 9, I would even say. I kill this turret and I get out. One of the benefits to killing a turret is it gives gold for everybody on your team. Everybody on your team gets 150 gold. And I just wanted to get out because I didn't know, at the time, I didn't know if he was alone. And it worked out because he wasn't. Maybe I might have been able to fight him one-on-one before that guy got there, but I got the turret, which was my main goal. And they're trying to like corner me off. So, and my teammate's there, so I figured it was worth attacking him. And now it's just a 2v1, and this guy's just not going to be able to die. Not going to be able to survive it. Ash, that's Lomac. That's my buddy Jim. I played with him many times. He did experiment for a little bit, but he likes to stick with Old Faithful, and he uses Ash a lot. And Ash is pretty common, honestly. Honestly, I feel that I see at least one person playing as Ash in every single game. Partly because of the fact that she's fairly easy to use. She's like, her difficulty isn't that high, and she's super cheap. She's only like 450 experience points to purchase her. IP, I think it's called. And Wukong, I think, was 3,100. Might have been 4,800. And I don't know. They're all different price depending on their difficulty level. And I think I go in there to help out. Yeah, I end up like taking that kill. I keep telling Jim to get out, and I'm trailing behind him, so I'm just taking the damage. But I'm hoping to finish him off. I think I help him finish him off. Yeah, he kills Jim first. Nope, I didn't finish him off. He got away. That's another thing. One of the smart things to know is when you cannot take somebody on. And you need to get out. GTFO, my man. You need to GTFO sometimes. I have a red buff right now, and that's because I killed the guy who's got that swinging blade, and he hooks you in. And every time you kill, if somebody kills one of the monsters in the middle, and they get buffs from it. There's a red buff, which is attack damage buff, and there's a blue buff, which is spell buff. So it's like if you're a character that casts spells as opposed to doing physical damage, it buffs your spells. So blue buff for me is completely useless because I don't cast any spells. However, red buff is extremely useful for me because it does additional damage, and I think it has like a splash damage. And if somebody kills the monsters to get that buff, if you kill them, you get the buff from them. It has the same countdown timer, I'm pretty sure, that when they originally got it. I don't think it like resets the second you kill them. So if they if say it was only good for a minute and you killed them after they've been walking around and using it for the past 30 seconds, you'll only have like 30 seconds left of using it. But either way, it's still pretty good to have. And I don't know why I'm just sitting here doing dink all. There we go. I think I was just buying stuff. And I ventured away. I started using a build. In my first game, I'm pretty sure I showed you guys the what I was building, because I had I had things that I was supposed to buy, and then I ventured away from it, started trying different things, and this is just Stomp City. I didn't get the first 2 kills, even though I'm using my ultimate, and I barely took any damage, because when people see that spinning monkey, they fucking GTFO. They get the fuck out. I'm pretty sure I turret dived this guy, because I'm pretty sure I know I could take him, even with his health. No, I didn't turret dive. Well, I technically did. Right here is where I should have used flash, and I could have flashed on the other side of the wall. I start thinking about teleporting back to the base, and but my teammates were already at the other. They were at the other thing, so I was able to go near the turret. I pretty sure turret dive this guy. I did. I do. Damn it! How's he still alive? That's one of those scenarios, you gotta know when to get out, and I'm doing my best to get out at the moment. But there's 3 of us and 1 of him, so I felt we could take him on, so I went back and started attacking them. Unfortunately, my teammate died, but there was not much I could do. I did my best to save her, so. I'm trying to tell my teammate to get out, but sometimes they just don't listen. I can get out. I have great tactics on getting out. I can use my clone and my flash. I could just clone and start running, and they usually attack it. A lot of characters don't do that, so when they see me go into the battle, they just charge in right after me. And I'm just going in for a poke and going in to get out. And sometimes I go in to save an enemy, a teammate that is getting attacked by 1 or 2 players, and I know that they can't take it. I have to go in. Jim right there is fighting both of them by himself, and I think he gets the one. He does get the one, and the other person is half dead too, so we just combo them out, and he gets a nice little double kill. Teamwork, man. It's all about teamwork. This game, that's one of the things I learned about this game, is it's all about teamwork. You can't lone wolf this game. However, if you have one guy who is just getting all the kills and is super powerful, he can help your team to win the game, and he can do most of the work. But one guy, if you have say you played 4 noobs and 1 really good character. Oh, there we go. I turret dive and took the damage. I was this is another situation where I was in the middle, but the turret was now focusing on the minions by the turret, which just died. So I was able to go back towards that turret. Once you get out of range of the turret, it stops targeting you. Even if you just killed their champion, it stops targeting you. I'm only staying within range just in case they need help, and I can use my lunge attack to finish somebody off. Like right there. It might have been considered a kill steal, but at the same time, I think I'm the beefiest character. I've gotten the most kills, and sometimes you want somebody who has the most kills to keep getting the kills, because then he can buy bigger weapons and then he becomes an unstoppable force. And some of those times sometimes that's me. Sometimes it's not. Most of the time it's not. But at this point, I'm not willing to risk going into their base, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot of gold stacked up, so I was able to go back and buy some more items and get my character almost maxed out. Well, at least 3/4 of the way maxed out. I'm pretty sure I start buying some really good stuff. I buy the life drain sword. It's life steal actually. What it does is it gives me 15. I'm pretty sure it's 15% life steal, and so every time I attack somebody, I do massive damage to them, and I get 15% of that attack of life steal. So if you're attacking somebody that's got a lot of health, you can gain a lot of life from attacking somebody. At this point in the game, we're not sticking with our lanes anymore. Because of as further you get on in the game, the longer the respawn time is. So if you kill somebody, it starts out being like 15-20 seconds, and then like later on in the game, it gets up to being a minute. And 1 minute of being, if you can ace them and kill their entire team, and then they can't respawn for 1 minute, that's a lot of damage you can do. That's usually like game changing. Like that's usually like game over if you can ace them by that time, where after like 20-30 minutes, 25 minutes, but I'd say if you can ace them, that's pretty much game over, because you can do so many things. You can either go kill Baron and get the extreme, there's 2 buffs you actually get from Baron. You can go kill Baron and get the 2 buffs from Baron, or you can just you know, take down a lane, like kill center lane and just fucking take out and win the game. A lot of the times, if you can't, this is what we just did. If you can't win the game right there, like I'm pretty sure we don't win the game here, but oh no, maybe we do. Yeah, we actually do. I'm pretty sure we do win right here. We take them out one by one, and at this time, yeah, they're waiting like 40 to 50 seconds, which is pretty much like they're done. So we just gotta kill their two inner turrets, kill them, and then just start like pounding on the end game, the base. This is it right here. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed some little 2-on-1 pointers, and this is Lex Coupe saying, rate, comment, subscribe, do what you do, skadoosh.